Welcome back, my name is LastKnownMeal and today I'm going to talk about ELEX. Well, to be more precise, I'm going to talk about ELEX 2 and where this game could take us next, because I was really curious to see how can they expand the story. Now keep in mind, I'm going to talk about the ending of ELEX 1, so if you don't want to be spoiled, then I guess you were warned. So as I said, as I was going through the game, I was really curious to see what's gonna happen next. Okay, this was such an amazing introduction into this new world, into this new setting and the story itself, because you gotta admit it, the story and the setting were two strongest points of this game. With all the problems it had with animation and combat, the story and the setting were unique. And I was really curious to see how can they expand on it and basically show us something new in ELEX 2. Now, at the end of the game, once you talk to Hybrid, he tells you that the comet was actually diverted from its path onto Magellan. Some beings did that to prepare for their arrival. So basically, as the comet, struck Magellan and it basically changed the entire planet, that was just phase 1. In phase 2, some beings, some race, some alien race is going to visit Magellan. And from that point, I knew, yes, we're going to get ELEX 2. Because I'm so excited to see what race is so powerful to take a comet, divert it from its path onto Magellan. And the comet itself was carrying ELEX, and we find out later in the game, if you are talking with Keja, is that her name? I can't really pronounce it. Basically, she says that ELEX is alive. It's changing all of us on Magellan. It's changing the entire planet. And she says it's not just something like a mineral. No, it's actually something alive. And it wants to talk to her. Now, we don't find out that much, but I'm guessing that ELEX is somehow connected with those beings that are going to arrive on Magellan in ELEX 2. So my idea is that the entire ELEX 2 game is going to be us defending Magellan against those beings. Now, there are different ways we can go on, onto the story in ELEX 2. The best way would be to actually just import all the saves from ELEX 1 onto ELEX 2, and every decision you've made is going to count in ELEX 2. Now, there is one thing that always bothered me somehow, is that when you kill someone, it says the death of this character is going to have far-reaching consequences. Now, yes, of course, you can assume that, hey, later in the game you won't be able to do something with that character because, hey, it's dead. But imagine this theory. Every single character that died in ELEX 1 that you've killed with your decisions or did something is going to count in ELEX 2. Now, yes, I know, but it was just a very nice introduction into this world. We met all the factions, and we know that we have to work together. Every faction has to work together to defend Magellan against this opposing force which is coming. And there is a lot of beauty in this mystery that we don't know what that race is, but of course it's going to be very powerful, because I'm guessing it's not their first time they're doing something like this. So my idea is that they infuse the world with ELEX because it's somehow connected with them, because putting a comet onto Magellan that's carrying ELEX by them is definitely not hey, some random comet. So I'm guessing they have to be somehow connected with ELEX itself. Now, when we found out that ELEX is actually alive, there's two theories I have with that. It's either that ELEX is somehow working with that race, or maybe that race is somehow made out of ELEX. They are on the next level of evolution, because in the game we talk about evolution a lot, how elves want to transform onto this next point in evolution, and even Hybrid says that. we want to go to a next stage of evolution, and we're not even strong enough to fight that alien race. Now, on the other hand, you know, not going from the story standpoint, but going from a money standpoint, I'm guessing that before, with Gothic and Risen, Piranha Bytes always kinda does a trilogy. Gothic has a trilogy, Risen has a trilogy. There is no reason whatsoever why ELEX couldn't be a trilogy. Now, again, I cannot talk about ELEX 3 because I haven't even seen ELEX 2. So my idea is that yes, this is definitely a setting for ELEX 2, because they wouldn't leave so many loose ends at the end of the game for it just to be one game. They're definitely going to make an entire franchise out of this. So I'm guessing, like, in the future we are going to get ELEX 2, and we're going to find out what kind of a power is strong enough to send a comet and prepare for its arrival. So this was just phase 1. There is phase 2 after all, and it's something cool. It's like something from an Avengers, like, you know, something bad is gonna happen, you don't know what's gonna happen, but you kinda know, hey, this is just an introduction to a whole bigger picture. So we'll just have to wait and see. So I'm guessing if they do release ELEX 2, it's going to be on the same place. Now, how that's going to change, I have no idea. Of course, the map has to change. The overall, you know, factions and their hometowns will definitely evolve and change, because the, you know, ELEX 1 was basically, you know, us fighting, you know, the Alps. And you also know in, like, Gothic 1 how, you know, after Gothic 1 the story expands to a whole different level. So it's definitely going to happen with ELEX as well. The story is going to expand, the world is going to expand, and we're going to meet new characters, and we're going to meet stronger enemies for one ultimate goal, to basically defend the Magellan from these creatures, from that alien race. Now, how that alien race is going to look like, I have no idea. We just need to wait and see. So, you know, Piranha Bytes is definitely going to release ELEX 2. When that's gonna happen, I have no idea. But from a technical standpoint, I believe that you know, they should learn a lot from their first game and take all the feedback into consideration when developing ELEX 2, so that in ELEX 2 we don't have those animation issues, that we don't have those combat issues. Of course, you can go and overlook them, you can adapt to combat, but why trying to adapt when you can go and, you know, hear the community and what we're saying, and then in ELEX 2 work on those issues, keep the good things the game has to offer, and work on those bad things like combat, and make it good in ELEX 2, because it's definitely going to look like progress. And I'm just glad that they introduced us to this story, because the story and the setting itself is unique. I don't remember the last time I saw something this unique. And this is not me sucking up to them, but I'm honestly being truthful when I'm saying this. And there's so many ways you can go and expand this. Now, what's gonna happen, I have no idea, but that's just my theory on how ELEX 2 should definitely look like. And, like, if you look at their previous games, there is going to be a trilogy. We are going to see more games. Either ELEX 2 at least. If they release ELEX 2 and expand the story, it's going to be amazing. And I also want to take this opportunity to thank you for watching my previous ELEX videos, because this was a month of ELEX where I just produced ELEX videos, and, like, I am going to return to my regular upload, how would I say, upload schedules and content that I usually put out. But ELEX was just an anticipated game, for me at least, that I had to play it a lot. And overall, there's some issues that need to be fixed, and hopefully, if they're not fixed, like with patches for ELEX 1, I just hope they're going to be fixed with ELEX 2, so that you know, Piranha Bytes can work closely with the community to develop something amazing, and something we're truly going to enjoy, because Piranha Bytes always had problems with combat when you look at it. But hopefully that's going to be fixed, like, in the next game. So take your time, Piranha Bytes. If you're looking at this video, take your time and just go slowly. Go slowly and give us a game we will definitely enjoy, because the first ELEX, with all its problems, it's definitely a step in the right direction. So work on those issues, it's going to be great. Thank you so much for watching. Tell me down below in the comments what you think about ELEX 2. Are you going to be buying it? And what do you think about ELEX so far? Thank you for watching. This is LastKnownMeal signing out. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. Visit me up on Twitter at LastKnownMeal. Stay classy everyone, and bye bye.